All right, Puff. Look, it's been a while. You're back. Let's clear the elephant in the fucking room, just from the very beginning. Okay. Who is your team?
You see him right there.
Okay. I just want to make sure because you're in Pennsylvania. You're 1,000 miles away, and that's your team, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Since Vince Young reached that football level.
Since what?
Vince Young reached that football level.
Okay. So huge UT fan. All right. Tell me your feelings about. I know where this is going to go, so I wanted to get it out of the way quickly. The Longhorns are now in the SEC in a real conference. Oklahoma's in there also. Give me your Longhorn prediction, and then give me the conference champion. Who do you think will win the conference?
All right, so Baxter's out for the season. That's a big loss.
No. Don't tell me about the birth. Just show me the baby. Let's go.
All right, I think we lose to Georgia. I think we lose to Georgia this year, and A&M. Our last game is going to be tough playing out there as the rivalry gets renewed. I think those are going to be our 2 losses on the season. We still make the playoff this year, but I think Georgia or Ole Miss is going to end up winning the SEC.
Why? Texas A&M didn't get no better, so why do you think you lose to them?
That spread's 3.5. I know we're looking to last week right now, but that spread is suspect. So.
I mean, A&M didn't get no better. Y'all did. I mean, I think y'all beat A&M's ass.
I don't. I just think playing out there.
Then this is why I wanted to start right here. Because right now, this is and they should beat our ass 100%. Kentucky shouldn't have won a game last year. And every time the 4 or the 3 upsets that I picked last year of Kentucky, especially Kentucky going to Florida, Kentucky's 3 huge upsets, I brought those up and Tristan acted the same way. Oh, you're fucking stupid. They're horrible. They're going to get their ass kicked. Yeah. This is the beautiful thing about college football now, and I'm glad you're here, Puff, because I wanted to bounce this off of you. College football is more than just who's better, who's got the better team, who got the better players, and all this. Now you're in a conference where you are going to have to, and Sark himself said this, you're going to have to be better physically, mentally, and emotionally week after week to just compete in the SEC. So it blows all y'all's bullshit out of the water that y'all been saying for the last 5 years about, the SEC is nothing. It's only 2 teams. Y'all can eat a big one now because even your coach is saying the same thing. You're going to have to go week in, week out. And my prediction is y'all don't lose a single game all season, Puff. I've already said this. I've put it on a TikTok. I don't think Texas loses a single game until they play us, then we beat them. And it's because they have gone through a complete gauntlet. We are only going to win 3 games, maybe 3 games, right, Tristan? We haven't gotten any better. Our coach is worse. Our quarterback is worse. Why he's even in the Heisman race, I have no fucking idea. Why we're 3 deep on the defensive line, one of the top offensive lines in the nation. We haven't gotten any better. We're not going to get any better. Plus, we play at Kyle Field, which doesn't matter.
I don't know why they built a stadium that big. Nobody.
No doubt. We should have just stayed in the fucking cow pasture because we suck so bad. But we're going to go through an entire gauntlet. Y'all are going to go through. We're only going to lose. We're not going to have anything to lose. Y'all are going to be playing for a conference. Y'all are going to be looking ahead to a conference championship.
I mean, did Johnny Manziel come back?
This is where we beat Texas the last game of the season. And you end up with 1 loss going into the playoffs. You're going to win the conference championship. You're going to beat Georgia or Ole Miss in the conference championship. So you're going to be probably number 2, number 3 in the nation, right? Ohio State will probably be number 1. Y'all will probably be number 2. Oregon's going to still be up there, and then you enter the playoffs. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean I could see it, but it's hard to have that as a Texas fan because if you look, I said this last year when we were playing, we lost games. We were almost about to lose games that we should have never lost, and every year it's like that. And in the SEC we can't do that, and we're gonna fuck around and lose to 2-3 teams that we shouldn't lose to this year if we do that.
And y'all, I mean, it seemed like every year y'all would lose to Kansas State, right?
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
it's
know what.
Kansas.
Yeah, huh?
Kan- the
Kansas State,
Jayhawks.
right?
Yeah, they'd always be our
Well,
weakness.
no, the Jayhawks had your number the last couple of years, but y'all couldn't win in Manhattan, Kansas State, the
Yeah.
Wildcats, right? You agree
Yeah.
there? I mean, you saw that. We have their offensive coordinator now. By the way, I just didn't know if Tristan knew that or not, but we revamped the entire offense. He's now there, but that doesn't matter. We still suck. I get it. I just think it's really interesting now, especially listening to other podcasts, especially listening to my buddy's podcast here in Austin. Where they're making a big deal about the week in, week out. Yeah, y'all have a great record against Alabama. Y'all went to their place and beat them last year, but then you ran into the cupcake Big 12. So I mean, y'all have like 3 weeks off, and then you played Oklahoma, beat shit out of it. So I mean, but now they're like kind of the Texas fans are kind of crawfishing now. And they go, well, wait a minute. We gotta go here and play, and then we gotta go here and play, and we start off with Michigan. Dude, Michigan's horrible. They lost that. They're horrible. Michigan's fucking
Hey,
horrible.
I
Like
would be-
they lost everybody. I mean, but yes, I'll give the Texas fans this. Ooh, you have to play Michigan. Oh yeah, everybody's scared of that shit now. But now you guys are realizing, dude, it's a gauntlet. Either way, I really do, and I'm not saying this just to be what's the word, antagonistic or anything. But y'all do. I mean, you have what the fifth highest paid quarterback in NIL, Ewers.
They ain't even gonna touch the field this year.
No, Ewers that is going to
They're
touch the
talking
field.
about Arch.
You have the number 2 NIL quarterback in Arch that's making $4.7 million.
To do nothing.
To do nothing. That's gorgeous. I mean that's like Colt McCoy pro numbers, right? And then of course Shador's the highest paid guy. But on top of that, dude, y'all are loaded. I mean loaded. Y'all have a stable of running backs like Alabama used to have. You got some size on the offense. You've got depth on the defensive line. Secondary's still a little suspect, but I mean, if you can get to the quarterback, who gives a shit who the safety is, right? I mean,
Yeah.
give me a break. I really do. I really do think. Go ahead.
And my hot take for this team this year is I think Jaden Blue, he's gonna be our starting running back. I think he was better than Baxter last year. Like just the way he finds space and just hits the hole, he's gone. Baxter's more just run through you, and he's more of like a power back. Blue gets to the outside, he's gone. So I actually like Baxter getting hurt. Everybody's freaking out. I'm not really freaking out as like a fan. So
Yeah, I mean it. So it goes back to, I mean, and you've watched the Alabama years, you watched the Georgia years, and Georgia, and I'm going to say this because I know Tristan's a huge fan of this quarterback in the NFL. Georgia just produces a lot of Brock Purdy's. They manage the game.
They really do, though.
No, they do exactly. That's
They really
what you don't have to be. Dude, look at Cam Newton. Look at. I mean, even your guy. What'd you say when you start? What's the kid's name in Texas that won the national championship against USC? The quarterback.
Vince Young?
Yeah, look at Vince Young. Had a great NFL career.
No, he
Superb.
didn't.
Exactly. My point exactly. Thank you. You don't have to be a damn superstar in the fucking NFL to be a quarterback. All you need to do is make the right decisions. Don't fuck up. Make some good choices. Even if your best choice is a 5-yard dump route to the running back, it's better than to try to throw it deep into double coverage and get an interception. I'm just saying, Texas has now, if your running back gets hurt, you don't blink. Next, one man down, next man up. That's what they have. It's fucking cool. We didn't have that. A&M didn't, the last 4 years, A&M didn't have that at the quarterback position. That's what hurt us. I mean, you realize we were 7 points away the last 4 years from making the playoffs. I mean, we were that close to a conference championship. Nobody remembers that because it's all about win or lose. You never look at the statistics and what happens. Dude, we ran through 6 quarterbacks in 4 years. Couldn't keep them healthy. 6
I'm interested
every single year.
It's because we're in the same topic of the SEC. I'm interested to see Alabama this year without the GOAT coaching.
Oh, I cannot. Dude, I'm telling you, I can't wait to see this. People are counting them out. Now, give it 3 or 4 years. Maybe. He might not get the same recruits as Saban did. But as of right now, dude, he still has one of the best quarterbacks in the league playing for him.
Yeah.
He still has a stable of running backs, that Milroe kid.
I think they'll be fine.
They're going to be great.
I think they're going to be one of those teams. They'll make the playoff still. I mean, they're not going to just go away even 4 or 5 years from now. But I do think the dynasty, if you want to call it that, is over. I do think
100%. I could not agree with you more. You have seen the best college football coach in our lifetime. You're not going to see another college football coach do what Nick Saban did.
I agree.
Not in our lifetime.
I mean, Stark's loading.
Mother. Oh God, here we go. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll give you Sark because you know who Sark got his shit together under?
Yeah, that's who he learned from.
Nick Saban.
Yeah.
Damn
Hey,
right.
but I ain't gonna lie. I think Elko, like I said last year, didn't I? With Duke,
No. Let's not talk. We suck. There's nothing good about A&M.
What?
There's a.
Coach, I literally said.
I hate
last
not
year,
having those controls, and you have them now. Go ahead, Puff. I agree with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, last year I remember we were talking about Duke last year, and they had a phenomenal season. And I remember saying Elko was the man, and now he's down back where he should be. And I genuinely think A&M is going to be legit this year. As much as you see the pillow behind me, and as much I fucking hate them,
Yeah.
they're gonna be good. So
Well, we're just talking ball, bud. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm serious about Texas. I think Texas is going to be that good.
yeah.
On top of that, and I think we're going to be pretty good too. I cannot wait to see our offense. Our offense is going to be completely different. Like we have not seen an offense like this at A&M ever. We saw Manziel, do his thing, but that was all his thing.
That was a one-man show.
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing though. That some bitch could go, baby.
Yeah.
Could go. But could you imagine how much money they'd be paying him right now if there was an NIL?
I bet you were rock hard during those days, like all the time. Like
Son,
I
I'm
bet.
still rock hard, baby. Shit.
I bet when-
Hey, my coffin's gonna look like a fucking teepee, big boy.
I know.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I bet during the Manziel days you were unbearable. Unbearable.
I
Yeah.
was. I was walking around doing this all the time. It was like, how could you do this? He's horrible. He's awful. He just beat y'all's ass.
That was me. That was me during the 2015 Panther season when we only lost one game. I was the most unbearable fan you've ever met in
Oh,
your
yeah, it
life.
was awesome, dude. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
and I hate to say it, but if we somehow end up like this going into like week 8 and we beat Georgia, I'm probably gonna be the same way. So I've been saying since ever since the season ended, I was like, yeah, this is the most excited I'm ever gonna be for a football season coming up this year.
Oh, you should, dude. If y'all acquire 2 losses this year, you better win a national championship, or your season is shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Your season is shit. You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it. But just one more thing, I do think Sark is going to make he's going to have a good run there. Is it going to be a dynasty? Bro, you got to win. You got to go to the Natty 8 out of 10 times. You got to win 6 of them.
Yeah.
Then let's talk fucking dynasty. Turn the program around, which he's starting to do. Then let's talk dynasty. But until now, bro, you're 3 or 4 natties away from even talking about a dynasty. But I do like Sark. I've always liked Sark. I even told these idiots that I fucking work for, and if you're listening, y'all are a bunch of fucking idiots. Because I told you guys, Sark is the man. The guy's a good offensive mind. And then the way he teaches his players through his own mistakes. Like, I love it. I love everything about Sark. I hate the Texas Longhorns. Hate's a strong word. I need a stronger word. But I can't stand the Texas Longhorns. So, I mean, let's not get this twisted, me talking, positive about your season. I still fucking hate y'all.
You loathe them. You loathe them.
Yeah, I loathe them. But anyway, hey, so I got a dark horse for the SEC, bro. I mean,
Vanderbilt.
and I'm excited. Shut up, dude. They need to
Fucking
finish building
Vandy.
whatever they're building over there. Quit wearing those hard hats. No, I got a dark horse for the SEC, dude. I'm excited about it. I love their quarterback.
Can I guess?
They got a receiving crew that's cool. I mean, they're just
I know.
cool as the other side of the pillow. And one of, I love the story behind this coach, how cocky he is, what a dick he is. I hate that his dad passed away. R.I.P. Lane, one of the greatest coaches ever. Also, but I got my dark horse, baby. Take a guess.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Dude,
You don't like old Hugh Freeze down in Auburn?
let me tell you something, buddy. If I ever met Hugh Freeze in a bar, me and him, we'd go at it. That's oil and water, man. I can't listen to him talk. But old Lane Kiffin, that old shiesty son bitch right there, boy. Dude, it's hard to win over there in the Grove. It's hard to win, and he finds a way to make it happen. Another Nick Saban little protege. Everybody kicked him to the curb, and Nick said, "Come here. For $25,000, you can work under my wing, son. Let me teach you." Just like he did with Sark. You got a sleeper over there, Puff, in the SEC?
Yeah, for me, it's Tennessee this year. I think that Ayamalava kid, there's a reason
Yeah.
why they're paying him what they're paying him to go there.
Yeah.
And he really
$1.8
is that
million a
talented.
year.
Huh? Yeah.
$1.8
What's it again?
million a year.
Yeah. And that receiving core that he has, too,
Yeah.
Brew McCoy, he just came in. I forget where he was at, but he was once a 5-star recruit. That
Yep.
kid could ball. And I think that it's unknown what he can do yet, but from what I saw last season, from the few snaps he got, that kid can ball. And I'm excited to see what they got going on.
And
over there.
another great SEC coach running the show there, man. I mean,
Yep.
I heard him on the Marty and McFly show or some shit on the SEC network during the SEC media days, and they asked him. They said, if you could have any college offense, you can build your super team with any offense, any defense, any special team ever. What offense would you pick? He said, "Oh, I'd pick my what was it? 2000 or 1998 Oklahoma Sooner team, where they won the Natty." Anyway, another great coach there. I'm glad you brought that up, dude. He is that quarterback's a specimen. It's going to be tough. The SEC is going to be tough. Now, Florida, and I want to do this because Chetty's going to listen to this, and further, I want to throw a little Gator love on you. I don't know if is that quarterback going to make a difference for them to win 3 games this year.
Who'd they get?
What's that?
It's not Mertens no more?
No.
Or what?
They got really Graham Mertz.
No, they got him. They got rid of him. They got some new kid. Supposed to be one of the top quarterbacks in the league, but I don't know what else they got. Now,
They don't have a head coach.
Oh, DJ Lagway.
There we go.
He was from where did he play at? So Graham Mertz is still there, but DJ Lagway just came in.
Yeah,
So,
he's gonna
and
play.
he's one of your Texas guys that from I forget what high school he went to, but he's a new guy out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, Texas produces real athletes too, man. So, but yeah, I saw that, and I saw their spring game, and then I've watched a little bit of their practices. You can go to the SEC network and watch that, that stuff. That kid's pretty good. Like,
Yeah, I would say by week 2 or 3, Lagway is going to be starting because Mertz, last year he was fucking awful.
Yeah.
And I think Lagway is going to be starting by week 3.
Yeah, I agree. Chet, I mean, I wish you the best over there. I just don't know. I don't know if y'all are going to make it or not.
He's going to put himself
gonna
through the pain of actually going to games.
Yeah, I know. But, the lucky part is that Chetty does have a bunch of friends that go to Missouri with one of the top receivers in the entire nation. they're still going to be chopping. I mean, those guys are sneaky good. I mean, you look up and they've only lost a game, and then you look up to a month later, and dude, they could play for a conference championship.
Aren't they in the top 10?
Yeah, and you look up a month later, and if they win this game, they go to the conference championship. You're like, where did these fucks come from? So at least Chetty gets to go watch some good football in Missouri with his buddies if Florida does shit the bed this year. But last thing about the SEC, we're still going to keep an eye out on Kentucky. Now, you guys are going to tell me this year, because I've done it 2 years in a row already.
You're about it, but yeah.
What? You doubt it? Go back and look at our fucking podcast. I've told you.
No, I said I doubt we'll tell you.
Yeah. Okay, well, then you just keep watching and lose money, get mad, and then don't even fucking turn your phone on until Sunday in the NFL. And you just pout all day Saturday. But, dude, they do it every year. And all you have to do is look at the schedule. You just look at the schedule. If they if they lose to this team or the other team loses, it's just there's so much hangover from week to week, especially in the SEC. There's so many ups and downs, and then with travel, you can almost count or pick when Kentucky is going to win a ball game or upset somebody. Promise you. I mean, it's that because they're a well-coached team and they're a good ball club, but they're sneaky. They're that sneaky ball club to where you should beat them by a couple touchdowns, but if you fall asleep between, the first and second quarter and go get a hot dog, dude, they're going to eat your lunch. And
So you're telling me Kentucky's turning into a football school?
they've been a football.
They're definitely
school.
not
Where
good
have
at
you
basketball.
been?
They're definitely not good at basketball no more.
Well, where have you been, dude? They've been a good football school. Dude, Stoops has been there, 9 years now? Almost going on 10? I mean, he's the longest.
No.
He's the longest. Oh, I know that. He's the longest tenured college football coach in the SEC right now, I think. He's been there longer than anybody else in their respective schools, now that Saban's gone. But dude, they do a good job. They've been a football school. I mean, they don't look past Kentucky anymore. You can't look past Kentucky anymore, and they're still going to make us money. I still feel they're going to make us money. All right, moving on. Big Ten. And you know what? I screwed up, Tristan. Last week we were talking about Arizona State. They're going to the Little 12 now. They're not going to the Big Ten.
The little
They're going over there. But anyway, Big Ten. Puff, you're from over there. If y'all don't know, by the way, we're Coach's Call on Tap. This is our one of our first football podcasts of the year. Sitting here shooting the shit, trying to iron out some kinks. I hope you're enjoying what you're watching. Leave us a comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. If you don't like it, tell us about it. I want to hear bad comments too. I don't give a shit. But thank you for joining in. We got Tristan in North Carolina. We got Puff. You're still in Pennsylvania, right?
Yes, sir.
Puff is still in Pennsylvania. He's our resident guru over there. Speaking of Pennsylvania, Puff, tell us about the Big Ten. What do you think's happening over there now?
Man, Big Ten. Yeah, with the expansion, it's going to open up a lot more. It's not just going to be Ohio State running the show anymore. So I think with Michigan losing just about all their people, still going to have Donovan Edwards, but I think they'll be like a 7-5 team this year. I think they're going to see a lot of regression with losing Harbaugh and everything. I think Oregon is going to be the team that wins the Big Ten this year with all the talent they got, all that speed. That speed is something that Big Ten really doesn't see. They're more power football. They always have been. Not really a team that spreads the field and is running gun like Oregon is. So I think Oregon's going to be that team to beat in the Big Ten this year. I don't think Ohio State. I think Ohio State's going to struggle them first few weeks, but then they'll eventually turn into what they are. And we can't trust Drew Allar still. So Penn State's out the fucking window until he's gone. So
yeah. Is it Dylan Gabriel's at Oregon now?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, he's going to light it up. I like that. Washington's over there, too.
Also, my sleeper team for Big Ten this year is Wisconsin. I think they're going to be a team that's going to be upsetting a few this year.
Do they have the defense of stopping Oregon?
I don't know about Oregon, but they can definitely beat like Penn State. They're gonna give Alabama fits this year. When Alabama comes up
My
here.
local high school team can beat Penn State. So I mean, let's not even talk about Penn State. We're talking about Ohio State, Oregon, Washington,
I think they'll be able to compete.
USC. No,
They're gonna
As
suck.
long as Nebraska sucks again, so I can clown Matt Rule, I'll be
dude,
happy.
Nebraska's not going to suck. I hate to tell you this, Nebraska is not going to
They're
suck.
gonna be decent. They're gonna be decent. I
They
forgot
got
all
that new-
about them to be
They
honest.
got that quarterback. They got that new quarterback, dude.
As long as Matt Rule's at the helm, I have hope.
There's always
Matt
hope.
Rule, a good college coach.
He sucks. Sorry.
He's good in college, bad in NFL.
I hate that bastard to
Okay.
this day.
Well, I think so. Can you pull up the lineup for Saturday? I think there's 5 games starting with Florida State.
Yeah, I
and Georgia
got
Tech
it right
in
here.
Dublin.
All right, we're going to go down the line.
Yeah, and then because the funniest one is the last one anyway. So let's
Okay.
just go down the line.
There's only 1, 2, 3, 4.
Only like
There's only
5
4 games.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna jump into week 0, and we're gonna give best bets. And if you guys want to place a bet on any game, you can bet responsibly. So the first game of the day is gonna be number 10 Florida State traveling to Georgia Tech. The line is 10.5. Over under is 55.5.
They're at Georgia, or they're going across the pond, aren't they?
At Georgia.
No,
No,
the game's in Dublin.
It's in Dublin.
Okay, it's in Dublin. My bad. It's in Dublin.
So what's the line?
10.5. Over under is 55.5.
Okay. Puff, let's start with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so me and Tristan, we were chatting this up before for the podcast here, and as crazy as this sounds, you can't trust DJ Ukulele. He showed that last year when he was at Oregon State.
He
Yes,
left
they
again. He went to Florida State.
Yeah, he's at Florida State this year.
Dude, that's
And-
that's the new world order, man. That's how kids are
everybody
brought up
just
nowadays.
That's
If
a
you
different-
don't do
that's a
this,
different
you can go
podcast.
somewhere else. On everybody gets a participation trophy and all that bullshit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my thing is that Georgia Tech they transferred their whole program around. They don't run that triple option bullshit anymore. So I think they're gonna give Florida State some struggles here. And I think they cover this. But my best bet for this game that I like is Jamal Haynes. He's the running back for them, over 74.5 yards. I think they'll be able to find some fluidity with that ground game and be able to run all over Florida State.
You said 75.5?
74.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 55.5 is too many points for the first game, especially all the way in Dublin.
I think we took that bet last year, Coach. Me and you did. It wasn't these two teams playing, but it was Notre Dame and somebody else.
Notre Dame almost hung 55 themselves.
Yeah, but the over under was set really, really high. Me and Coach Z,
70 something.
yeah, we faded it and it hit.
Yeah.
We took the under.
I like the under, number one, because they got to travel all the way over there. But I'm with you. You can't trust Florida State. Georgia Tech is running all new shit. Georgia Tech's, they're going to sustain some drives. Are they going to score? I don't know. They're going to sustain some drives. I mean, it's not going to be run and gun, run and shoot, and all that shit. I mean, Florida State might score 28. Georgia Tech, maybe 21. I mean, 28-21 ball game at best. I think at best. There's going to be some special teams hiccups. There's going to be some mistakes. I like the under in that game better than anything else. So give me the under 55.5. I'm going to bet it again like we did last year, Tristan. So I'll take under 55.5 in that game.
All right.
I don't know that I'm going to have another bet this weekend, but I want to run through these games real quick. What's the other game? What's the other game?
Do I not get a bet for that game?
Oh, I didn't think you were doing that.
I didn't know if I was. Am I allowed?
This is your podcast, fool. Yes, you're allowed.
Am I allowed to tell you what I'm betting?
Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna
Make your pick and then put your passy back in your mouth. Let's go.
Yes, sir. So my bet for this game, it's going to be one of my best bets. It's going to be Tech plus 10.5. I think Florida State with a new quarterback. I think they have a little bit of the yips, and Tech might even win. So give me 10.5. Okay, next game is. Would you like me to continue now?
Oh my
No, I'm
God.
just playing. I'm just playing. Puff, is this game in New Mexico? I don't know.
Yeah, this one's in in New Mexico.
All right, Montana State is minus 13.5 going to New Mexico. The over/under is 54.5.
Yeah,
Montana State going to New Mexico, 13.5. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I don't have a dog in that race. I give a shit
I
less
don't-
who or what.
Yeah, I don't either.
Puff, you got anything?
Yeah,
you
it sounded like you did.
Montana State was one of them FCS schools last year that was legit, real deal, and just ran through everybody until they met North Dakota State. But like you said, this is like the unknown for a majority of people. But both teams are putting up average like 30 points a game last season, so it's no defense. So I'm probably just gonna play the over in this.
Is that a
What's
best
the over?
bet?
What's the over at?
54.5.
54.5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
for
that a-
two. Yeah, for
Yeah,
two
I'll play
shitty
the
schools, I
over in
like
that.
that.
Is that a
I'm
best
like
best bet, Buff?
Yeah, yep. That's my two that I got. The other two games I don't.
Well,
Really
yeah,
good.
but I just want to, because I love there's a great story on the last game. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, next is SMU is traveling to Nevada. Line is 24.5. Over/under is 55.5.
What's that quarterback's name at SMU, dude? He's making a fucking Heisman bid. Like, they're making a big deal about this kid.
That's a question for Puff. I don't know.
Well, I know. I see his brain working over there. No, they're making a big Heisman push for this kid. He's supposed to be the real deal. Give me SMU in the points here. I mean, he's got to
For
he's
best
got to
bet?
go out and ball out. Yeah, he's got to go out and ball out here. I mean, he has no choice other than
Oh yeah,
just, huh?
Preston Stone.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he's
They're making
solid.
a big push for the Heisman here, and so this kid's going to be chunking the rock, man. I mean, chunking the fucking rock.
All
So
right.
yeah, give me
now,
the is it 13.5?
24.5.
24.5. That's fine. Give it to me.
All right. Now the game that everybody wants to talk about and is talking about. Delaware State is traveling to Hawaii. The line is minus 40. The over/under is 56.5.
How do you miss a plane flight? How do you miss? This is the greatest story. I mean, this is hilarious.
I mean, what do you expect from an FCS school?
Coach, and the funniest thing about it, right? So Delaware State is a HBCU, and the picture on the flight, they put a fucking white quarterback in the picture. How you put a white quarterback for an HBCU missing a flight, and how you fuck do you miss your flight?
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that was the best. That made me laugh almost as much as that white chick breakdancing in the Olympics. It's that fucking comical, dude. And you know you can't fire the dude because he probably gave the team the wrong time or whatever. You can't fire the dude because you're not paying him shit. So what are you gonna do? But you miss a flight. So I've heard a couple of guys, they're already betting Delaware State plus the 40. I'm sitting there going, if you can't even make a fucking flight,
Yeah.
what are the chances of you knowing what the hell's going on the field?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of points. What's the total?
56.5. And so for me, one of my best bets is actually the over 56.5.
I'm riding that with you. Give me
Yeah, I
that
like the
with you.
over.
I like that
Okay.
too.
I think Hawaii scores a shit ton and Delaware State does enough to push it over. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
And it's on at 10:30 at night, or
Yeah.
my time.
Midnight for me.
Yeah, we got midnight over here.
Yeah, midnight for y'all. Well, because y'all don't live in. I mean, God, Y'all live in.
Well, we live in the correct time zone. You live,
Yeah, we live in the normal time. Every
yeah,
sport
you live in some dumb
Oh,
shit.
I live in my own country. I'm in Texas, baby. Let's not get that fucking twisted.
Mexico.
Can you somebody give me HR in here, please? Fucking asshole. Hey, so Puff, check this out. So Tristan and I, are we gonna do it? No, we can't do it this Saturday. I got the damn.
Hold on, real quick, Puff. Did you have a bet for that game?
No, I'm laying off of it, but
Okay.
if I was playing, I'd play Hawaii with the points.
Okay, well that's not the best bet. Go ahead, Coach.
So this is what we're doing. Anybody, you guys that are listening, we're going to be doing more podcasts next week. We're going to do NFL, college NFL. We're going to shoot the shit. We're going to be just uploading a bunch of stuff, and I hope you're enjoying it. If you've lasted this long, you must like something or not like something about it. So make sure you hit the like button, give us a comment, subscribe, tell a friend. But our plan, starting not this Saturday, but next Saturday, is to go live on TikTok for the 11 o'clock game.
Yep.
So we're going to go live on TikTok for the 11 o'clock game. We're going to be watching the different games and then betting like second halves, second quarters, third halves, totals, sides, stuff like that, while we're live for the 11 o'clock game, because there's going to be more. And the exciting thing about it, I think, is it Georgia and Clemson lock heads at 11 o'clock next Saturday.
Do they really?
Yeah. Ooh. Clemson and Georgia.
Then,
So we're going to have, I'm going to have 3 or 4 TVs set up in here, and others. So I'll have 4 or 5 games on, and we're going to be live on TikTok, just looking at these games, see how they develop. And that way, if you guys want to join in, anybody listening, you want to join in, you can follow our bets or you can fade our bets. We don't give a shit. We're just going to be on there betting. Puff, what do you think about that? Pretty cool, no?
I love it. Week 2 is that Michigan-Texas game. Look for me.
Huh?
Week 2 is the Michigan-Texas game. I'm going to be out there.
Are you really?
Yep, I'm going to be out there.
He's going to the big house.
Here's a cool story for you. Tuesday after my golf scramble, I went to our bar, our local bar. My buddy was there. He said, "Hey, come on over. I got somebody that I want you to meet." I show up, and I'm already half in the bag because I'm playing 9 holes of golf, in our golf scramble. So I'm already half in the bag. And we show up, and there's this older gentleman, probably about 60 years old. Big son of a bitch, though. I mean, like 6'3", 6'4", you can tell. And he had a shirt on. I'm like, and it said cow something or other. And pretty little wife, too. I mean, the guy had money. And I saw his ring, so I knew he was a fucking Aggie, too, right? So I introduced myself. He introduces him. So, hey, I'm Robert Crouch. Good to meet you. I'm like, hey, good to meet you, too. I'm like, dang, that name sounds familiar. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, what do you do for a living? He goes, I sell cow shit. I said, oh, really? He goes, yeah. I said, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, my business is cow shit. That's what I do, cow shit. And my buddy sells, all his concrete and all that stuff so the cows can go up there, take a shit, and then he gets all the shit and he sells manure. It's what he does, so fertilizer. So no shit, he sells shit. And so I'm like, hey, he goes, oh, yeah. And my buddy starts laughing. He goes, go ahead, Robert, tell him a story. I'm like, what story? And my buddy goes, he was a 12th man. I'm like, what? Like a real 12th man. So here's the story. So back Jackie Sherrill time, when Jackie Sherrill was our coach, right? The first 2 years he was here. From those years all the way to when the 12th man started, the 12th man consisted of 11 people from the student body. The kickoff team were non-scholarship players. All of them were non-scholarship players that they'd get, from tryouts, and they'd let them go. Well, he was one of them. Robert Crouch is his name. He was one of them, right? He said, yeah. He said, we, go down there and knock shit around. We're pretty good. He goes, and then he goes, we were playing some chicken shit Southwest Conference team. I can't remember who, but we were pretty good that year, and we were expected to do some damage. And we had just scored. We had just scored to tie it up or something. There's a couple minutes left in the game. Kickoff, they ran it back on us. lose a game. The next day, Jackie Sherrill said, "We're done with this bullshit. 10 of y'all are gone. All I need is one." So since then, that's when they started. The 12th man is just one guy on the 12th man squad. On the kickoff team, there's only one because of that. Yeah, Jackie Sherrill said that. So, yeah, I took a picture with him. Here's the cool thing. So that team, that squad that he was on, they have a tailgate at A&M for every game. The 12th man tailgate or whatever, and all these guys played on it. Now some of them have already passed away and stuff, but they still have it. Dude, I am invited to that shit. He said, "Here's my number. You come." I geeked out. And my buddy goes, No. Give me your phone. Let me show him something. And he gave my buddy his phone. He goes, "Check this out." He opened his phone to me, Johnny Manziel, and his phone number. He goes, No, it gets better. Jackie Sherrill and his phone number. I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Oh, shit.
Are you serious? Jimbo Fisher and his phone. And he hated Jimbo Fisher. Hated Jimbo Fisher. Oh, and then I don't know have y'all ever heard of Billy Lucci?
Oh.
Okay, well, Texags is a big giant forum that gives all, like, Texas has Orange Bloods. We have Texags. Billy Lucci is the head of this thing. And he had Billy Lucci's phone. Like, this guy's legit. Like, my friend was proving to me this guy.
I've been like, "Yo, FaceTime Johnny."
Dude, it was about 11 o'clock at night. Johnny was fucking faded, I promise you. That dude was face down on a couch at some hoe's house. But anyway, yeah, dude, that was cool. So I might be going to the Notre Dame game, but just to tailgate. I'm not going to go in Saturday night because we play at 6:30. I don't know yet. We'll see.
That'll be fun.
I thought that was a cool story, man. Robert, thank you if you're listening. I hope you do. You said you were. Thank you. What an incredible story, and we will get together again. Guys, anything else?
Coach, I got one deal that I want to make before this college football season starts.
That's right. Tell me about it.
So if either one of our teams is going into that last game of the season, one loss or two losses, we'll see how the rankings are. Then I gotta come down. For the A&M Texas game.
Okay. No. Yes, you can. My house is open to you. 100%.
All right, but we wouldn't be able to watch it together, right?
No, we'll watch it together, but I'm not going.
Okay.
I've got to watch. No, I've got to watch here. Plus, that last week, there's going to be so many other good games. I got to have all my TVs on, and I just can't. And plus, dude, I'm not going to fucking spend $600, $700.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a ticket that went the other day for $5,500 already for that game.
What
Now,
the hell?
I mean, it's primetime seating, but yeah, dude, no. Yeah, come on down. If you want to watch it, dude, we'll go live during the fucking game. I don't care.
Yeah,
bring all your ugly orange gear
right
and you can wear it. I don't care. Bring it on.
Hell
I'm fine.
yeah.
Also, Puff, we're doing in the NFL. What do we call it? Tristan, that league that we were going to do with the knockout or the Survivor
We're
League.
gonna do a Coaches Call Survivor League.
Yeah, we're doing a Survivor League in the NFL too. Also.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll get the people in Discord on with it. I know they're asking about fantasy, but they'd probably do a Survivor League with that as well.
We're still recording, by the way.
Yeah. Well, the Discord is. I mean, I'll be in and out of there, but those guys are so wishy-washy. There's only a handful of those dudes that'll fucking do it. It's hard to squeeze $10 out of one of those guys. So I mean, and they call themselves degenerate gamblers and shit.
Then you watch them bet $500.
Yeah, you're like, dude, we only asked for $20 for some league, but whatever. Yeah, we were thinking about $10, $20. Money everybody take. I've got 3 or 4 guys at my dealership that want to do it also. So I think it'll be a fun thing.
Yep.
I think my wife wants to get in on it also. So it'll be fun. We'll open it up. Hopefully I'll put a board or something up here, and I'm still fixing this up. So this isn't going to look like this. It's going to look better. But, yeah, I'll put a whiteboard up here and we'll have some fun with it anyway.
Stay tuned for the U.S. Open Tennis podcast that's coming tomorrow. Right, Coach? Right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, it'll be.
I'm forcing him to do it.
Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. What time we don't know, but stay tuned because that is going to be electric. Electric, you hear me? We are going to do some shit on here about tennis. It's going to be electric. Guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys joining in. Make sure you like, share, give us a comment. Tell us what you think. Puff, good to see you, buddy. You're looking well. You're looking beautiful. Tristan, I love you, and I hate you at the same time. This is Coach's Call on Tap, man. Y'all be good. We'll see y'all next time. Bye.